Thanks for visiting the patient and the weather today. I'm meteorologist Al Peterlin. I'd like to talk about the weather health stresses for February 20th, 2026. We do keep additional graphics available at tpatw.com. We also maintain a patient weather storefront on Amazon. Amazon purchases made through our patient weather storefront support the activities of patient weather. Looking at the surface map for the 20th, we have lots of unsettled weather. We have a low pressure center in the Texas Panhandle area, swinging a lot of moisture, basically snow, across the Central Plains. We still do have some lingering onshore flow here in the Pacific Northwest, with rain on the coast and snow in the mountains. We do have a low pressure center here in eastern Pennsylvania, and that's putting a lot of snow back across the Great Lakes and across all of New England. And note there is that cool front hanging south all the way through the southern states, triggering showers, possibly even thunder showers here in Alabama, Georgia, and along the Gulf. Looking at our vitality index, that's a measure of all of the weather elements that might have some difficulty for humans that are sensitive. And you'll see we have a lot of activity going on here in California and the Four Corners. Even more activity here up the Mississippi, the middle Mississippi and Ohio Valley. And then, of course, we have another area of significant activity going on in New England. Looking at pressure change, pressure will be rising across California into Nevada, basically touching portions of Arizona and up into Utah and extended north into Idaho. Another significant area of postfrontal rising pressure here in the middle Mississippi and Ohio valleys, starting from Arkansas, picking up Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, up into Minnesota, picking up portions of Wisconsin. And then, of course, we have that falling pressure across Pennsylvania, Maryland, and New York, and stretching across the Northeast. Looking at temperature changes, and we'll see that we do have falling temperatures, and that's with that cloud and unsettled weather here in the middle Mississippi and Ohio Valley. If you look at dew point temperatures, you can see we have the falling dew point temperatures in the same general area and falling vapor pressure in the same general area. Looking at the change in oxygen availability in the atmosphere, you can see that we're looking for a risk of migraine spottily across California into Nevada and New Mexico, even stretching some into Arizona, but holding here at the very most western portions of New Mexico. There will be a significant area of migraine risk starting from both about Dallas, stretching across northern Louisiana, northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, into northern Georgia, picking up the westernmost portions of the Carolinas, Virginia, into West Virginia, Ohio, back up into Michigan and all of the Great Lakes states, into Minnesota, Wisconsin, and back down through Iowa and Arkansas. So the heartland's a big migraine risk. And note we have a migraine risk up here in New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. There will be a risk of asthma and arthritis here across eastern Montana, northeastern Wyoming, stretching down into central Nebraska. We also have a significant risk of asthma and arthritis, very, very coastal Carolinas into Virginia, but picking up sharply in Maryland, eastern Pennsylvania, most of New York, and all of New England, all the way up through southern Maine. Thanks for visiting the patient and the weather today. Your comments are appreciated. And if you hurt, tell us where you're located.